Well, Justify is the 1-2 morning line favorite. Don't bet the favorite. You're going to win no money.
Will you bet the Preakness?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, just because. Not because it's a great betting race, because it's really not. Unless you can make a case for somebody other than Justify and Good Magic winning the race.
Right.
If you can't, I don't know that I can. I got to sit here and be honest with you. These other horses, good luck. Now maybe because of the track conditions it'll be.
Yeah.
But
okay.
You know what? It was brutal at the Derby, and guess what? Justify and Good Magic both ran really well. So for those two, it's not going to be a problem. Chad Brown is with us, our guy from Mechanicville, getting set for the second leg of the Triple Crown, the Preakness at Pimlico Racecourse in Baltimore. Chad, good morning. Roger Weiland and Chris Honorado. How are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Morning, Chad.
Good, man. Well, you know me, Chad. As we get to the second leg, and then I know Belmont's around the corner, and then I start thinking Saratoga, my man.
Me too. I'm thinking Saratoga in January. Got to plan for that meet a long way in advance.
Love it.
Horse
Love
like
it.
Good Magic, though, you're thinking Triple Crown races. That's for sure.
All right. So tell me what your thought is on the on your post position here, which is 5. You're 3-1. Can you beat Justify, and if so, how do you go about doing it?
Well, we're going to try. Our horse needs to step up, and he ran what I thought his career best race last time out in the Derby, and if he just keeps coming forward. This horse, he just keeps improving. If he can prove a little bit more, and maybe Justify on 2 weeks rest, maybe comes back to us a little bit. Maybe that's where we make up that margin.
How good is Justify? Everybody keeps raving about this horse. Where do you stand on this Bob Baffert trained horse?
Well, he's done nothing wrong. He's been trained and managed to perfection. He's an outstanding horse, and something's going to have to change for us to beat him on Saturday. Like I said, he's going to have to hopefully regress a little bit. He's come forward every start, so and that's wishful thinking that he's going to regress. There's a good chance he won't, but I'm hoping he does. And I see another forward move in our horse. So, but he's an outstanding horse, and he's clearly the one to beat.
Chad, the trend so often has been if you don't win the Derby, you skip the Preakness and maybe put your eyes on the Belmont. What did you see out of Good Magic, and did he convince you that he's going to be ready to go this Saturday as opposed to maybe waiting until maybe not Belmont, but maybe Haskell or some other race down the line?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't think this horse is a 1.5 mile horse, so we have no intention of running in the Belmont. So knowing that we're not going to run in the Belmont, and like you said, he'll be rested until the Haskell or the Jim Dandy. I started to give it some more thought when I got him back to Belmont and saw how well he came out of the Derby, and saw it's going to be a short field in the Preakness. And why not give it a shot if the horse is doing really well, and he is.
Chad, looks like you get rain, right? That's we're hearing rain for Saturday in Baltimore. It was raining yesterday at the draw. All it does is rain, but that's not going to be a problem for Good Magic, right? And it wasn't a problem for Justify. Both those horses in the slop in the Derby. I don't think it can get much worse than you had at the Kentucky Derby. So the sloppy track, if it is, shouldn't be a problem for you, right?
I don't think so. The horse handled it fine in the Derby. He's been galloping every day at Pimlico on a sloppy track. He looks fine on it. So the thing is, though, like you said, the Derby winner, he didn't mind it either. So it probably is a push for both horses. So he's going to have to make up those couple lengths somewhere else other than track condition.
How much money do you want me to put on Good Magic? I'm ready. I'm with you.
Well, Roger, I know you're a little tight there with the money. I don't know, maybe a couple bucks, man.
Oh no!
Don't believe a word he tells you, Chad.
I'm going to. I love it. I love it during the Saratoga meet. Don't you love my text to you during the Saratoga meet about 2 hours before the race? Hey, what do you think?
I try to give you some good info, so hopefully you're ahead. I owe you a couple good ones.
I think I am. Is there anybody else in this field? Are they all a bunch of clunkers in this field outside of the of Justify and Good Magic? Can you help us out with any other horses in this field that you have some respect for?
Yeah, I mean, there's some other horses that could step up and run really good race. I mean, anytime you have 2 horses from Wayne Lucas, he's won the Preakness 6 times. I mean, he's not just going to run. I don't think he's obviously his record speaks for itself. So you got to consider his horses, and this horse Quip, who's lightly raced but has a good record, and he's well rested.
Yeah.
Like last year we did with cloud computing. I mean, here's a horse that has plenty of rest, and he's going to try to take on 2 horses on only 2 weeks. And when we did that last year, it worked. So I have respect for that strategy for an up-and-coming horse like that. So, I think there's more horses than just us 2.
Chad, Bob Baffert has been asked about where he ranks Justify in his training career, and you just mentioned cloud computing, of course, with the Preakness last year. Where is Good Magic in terms of dirt horses that you've trained?
He's now made it into that group of being one of the best I've trained up to this point, and I think he's deserving of a classic win if he's able to do it. His consistency, he's a deserving 2-year-old champion from last year, and I can tell you that horses like him are hard to find. No matter how many prospects I get every spring and summer up in Saratoga to go through them and find a horse like Good Magic, it's hard to do. It's rare.
Chad, and I hope your horse wins. I really do. You know that. If for some reason does not and Justify just is that good again, do you think the height meter will be what it was for American Pharaoh? Because it was 37 years, and now it's a lot shorter than that. Will the height meters, would it be hard to duplicate the height meter if we're looking at a Triple Crown again?
Probably so, for the reason you said. It's not that long in between accomplishments. But that said, I think everyone that follows racing knows how hard it is to do. And it would still be, a very popular Belmont Stakes with a Triple Crown on the line for sure.
Well, Chad, wish you nothing the best of luck. Are you in Baltimore yet? Are you still in the capital?
Headed down today.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at Belmont training my other horses, but I'm headed down today and oversee his training one last day tomorrow. And fingers crossed. Hopefully, get a good trip.
You got a good spot to get a nice meal. Do you do a little bit of that? You get a little
working, Rod. He's working.
Yeah. In and out Baltimore. It's business, Roger. Go on there, try to go down and get the hardware and leave. Come back to New York.
There you go. You're all business. I know that, Chad. Hey, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for a few minutes, and certainly see you in Saratoga.
Thank you, Chad.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Chad.
All right, man.